Hi everyone, it is me, Wendy Mooney Smith, here for Wednesdays with Wendy. We missed last week. I do apologize. I was on my way to Tennessee to welcome the arrival of my new baby granddaughter, Hadley June Boomershine. So very excited. Mama and baby are doing great. It was definitely an event getting her into the world, but she is here and we are happy. So we missed last week's start of a new series. Hi, Miss Katrina. Thank you for joining. I miss you. My beautiful souls, I'm so happy you guys are here to support me. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Wendy Mooney Smith and I am the owner of Mangatas, Muse and the Spiritual Soul Boutique located here in Franklin, Pennsylvania. I am a sound healer and a Reiki master teacher, and I am also a yoga instructor. And I got here from a long journey in healthcare. Hello, thank you. We're very excited. And so I started this program, Wednesdays with Wendy, a year and a half ago to teach about crystals and things. And now we've moved on to other topics that we all deal with. Well, thanks, lady. I feel very tired. I got in at 4:30 this morning and then had to try to scramble to get back together again. But thank you. I appreciate that. So yes, and I'm here to just say hi to everybody and just kind of bring you topics that I know will connect with you about things that we ladies do to ourselves. So before we get into that, as a thank you, I want to announce last week's winner of, I guess it would be 2 weeks ago, a little chakra bag of crystals, the basics that everyone should have. If you tune in, you like and you comment, you register for each week's giveaway. And the last giveaway was I Am the Monster Under the Bed, and we talked about control. And it goes to Deborah Jacobsmeyer Fair. Thank you, Deborah, for watching my segment, tuning in. I appreciate that, liking and commenting. I am trying to reach as many people as I can, and I need you guys to help me do that. So this week's giveaway, I'm super excited. 2 weeks from today, I'm hosting an event or working with Sassy's Gifts here in Franklin. She's having a ladies' night out. This is July 9th. So I'm giving away a ticket to the event. You can purchase tickets here in the store. They're $10 each. The tickets include beverages, refreshments, wine, and punch, as well as a goodie bag that is a $25 value of different samples and such. So there's a bunch of us that are participating, local vendors as well, as we're having, her name is Eve Brine, and she owns a shoe boutique that's traveling, and she's bringing her truck here, and there's all these great shoes that she's offering. I guess she's been here before and it was a big hit. We have also Old Liberty participating and the Artistic Dimensions, and I believe this VC is Victorian Frame, I believe. I'm not sure who that is. I can't read it because I need to upgrade my contacts. Sorry about that. But this is 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today. It's going to be a really good time. There are limited tickets. So please help support local. So you do that by liking my little event here as well as commenting, and you can also, if you missed today's session, you can go to my website mangatasmuse.com, and there will be a direct link to my YouTube channel because it is posted there as well. Also posted for all of you who participated in the very first session, you got a free sound bath. All of those links have gone out. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I see some of you have been watching that. In addition, if you go to my website, the free sound bath, if you've never experienced one, is up and running. And again, go to my website. There's a direct link if you don't want to search, and you will be able to see and access that anytime that you want. And the rain was in the background and it came out, I think, very well. So with that, let's talk about our topic today. So we have a new series. Our last series was I Am the Monster Under the Bed, and it was a revelation I had when I was reflecting on my business and how I self-sabotage. And I started researching as to why we self-sabotage. And we came up with essentially 4 pillars that I discussed. Each week was a new topic. The very first one was fear. We talked about fear and how we self-sabotage because we're afraid of being seen and other reasons. The second week was rejection, why we wear this mask, because we fear not being accepted by others, and this topic today directly relates to that. Then we talked about responsibility and what that means and what our responsibility is in our self-sabotage and why we do it. Maybe we do it because we procrastinate. And then finally, we talked about control and why we have to control the narrative, and that leads to self-sabotage. So we talked about all of that, and when we realized after saying all that and looking at it, we are actually not the monsters under the bed, ladies. We are not. We just have to wrangle in some of these things and take a look and ask ourselves why. So we need to pause now and remember our wisdom. And that's what this series is about. So I want to tell you something. This series isn't about learning something new. It is not. It is about remembering. That's right. We have this power within us, and I want to help you remember who you are. Who are you? Because right now, I think a lot of us are who the world tells us who to be. And we want to find out who we were before that happened, right? So we are going to sit back and listen for our voice, because it is buried beneath all of this noise that the world throws at us. So when we begin the first chapter here, this first part, I want you to reflect on that question. Who were you before you were told who to be? Think about that. Before labels, right? Before all of those labels. Don't we hate labels? I don't know about you guys. I hate labels. Before all the rules that we were given, before you were told that you talk too much or that you're not enough, before we learned about shame and gave it a name, who were you? And I want you to ask yourself who you were before you started to silence yourself. We silence ourselves as a strategy. So this is what I want you to think about now. Because we are taught very early, and you guys know this, and I've talked about this, we eat shit politely with a fork daily, right? What are we taught? If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? So we get these insults essentially flung at us, and instead of maybe responding or retaliating, we sit there and we eat that shit politely with a fork. And it silences our truth, and we dim our light. And why do we dim our light? We dim our light because we want to make others feel comfortable and fit into this societal, this little box that they put us in this norm. So we swallow our words and silence our truth to make others comfortable. Think about that. And also, we tampen and dampen our emotions. We dampen our emotions. We do. We smile when we are sobbing inside, just so nobody sees it. We sit still when we want to dance and sing because you're making too much noise. You need to be quiet. And you say yes when your soul and your heart is screaming out no. Because we don't want to be too much. We don't want to talk too much, right? And sadly, because we do all of this, we forget who we are. And I wish we would forget all at once. I was thinking about this. I was like, and it doesn't like happen immediately. Sadly, it doesn't happen immediately. It happens over time. And I thought, like, wouldn't it be better if we just had a bout of amnesia that you forgot who you were? I think it would be a little less traumatic, don't you? I think it would be less traumatic to just be like, I don't remember who I was. Who are you talking about? But it doesn't happen that way. It happens slowly. It happens subtly. 1,000 little compromises, saying yes to this person when you want to say no. And we do it in exchange for approval, for safety, for love. We silence ourselves. It's sad that we do this, but we do. But beneath all of that, I want you to know that your voice is still in there and it is echoing inside. You are the one who knows. You are the one who remembers. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Okay, so sound healer here. I have my G-sharp bowl. Ooh, my physician's bowl, right? Helps open your throat chakra, helps this whole area. So I want you to help you remember, if you have a piece of paper, hello beautiful, I miss you. If you have a piece of paper, I want you to write down these 3 questions as I play these bowls for you, and I want you to really think about it, okay? First, ask yourself, what did I love before I believed I needed permission? Good question, huh? What have I silenced to survive? I know, isn't she amazing? What have you silenced to survive? And finally, what whispers still rise when you get quiet enough to listen? So remember these questions, write them down and ask yourself and reflect on them. We're going to do meditations in the future on these questions exactly. And I want you to know as you ponder these, I want you to know that you are not lost. No, ma'am, you are not. You merely just need to remember. And this series here, this space is an invitation for you to remember. Remember who you are. To give yourself permission to lay down the shit that's not yours, ladies. Lay it down. It doesn't belong to you. You do not own it. It no longer belongs to you. Lay it down. Let your mind then create and be free. Imagine like when you were a child, free, full, unafraid. Yeah. Because when you have been taught to stay quiet, to shape shift, to eat your truth politely with a fork, returning to your voice sometimes feels like a rebellion, doesn't it? Like you're just acting out. But through the breath, through the body, and the vibration, we can begin again. So I offer you yoga to help soften the grip of tension. I offer you meditation to help clear all that static. And I offer you sound to create resonance, a sacred reminder of your inner voice. So in this space, your silence is not broken by force. It's going to be coaxed open with love, with stillness, and with sound. I want you to let the vibrations guide you, let the movements ground you, and let your voice rise again. But not as a noise, but as a truth remembered. So, let's take this journey together, shall we, ladies? Through sound, through movement, through memory. Because when you remember your voice and who you were, the whole here is where the sound will help you awaken that voice. Yes. So, just starting here, all right? I want to remind you guys through this journey, you can watch this segment again. There will be a meditation, there will be a yoga, there will be a sound bath, and there's going to be some new yoga classes coming up. But tonight there is a sound bath at 6 if you can make it. It is on releasing control, left over from the last series. We're going to roll into this starting next week. So each week will be a theme. We're going to silence her just for a moment. There we go, and just settle her down. There you go. So, sound bath tonight. You can catch this series again on YouTube. You can go to my mangatasmuse.com website and go directly. I'm going to upload it when I'm done. Beginning July 1st will be the new format of yoga. Yoga starts on Tuesday, and the first class will be about letting go of fear. That whole week is going to be about fear. The next week will be rejection, responsibility, and control. Each week is themed. There will be meditations on Monday morning. We're not going to start till the second week. I'm going to actually do it on June 30th. There will be a morning meditation on releasing fear. I'm giving you guys a little sample, and this will be a class that will be offered. Tuesday classes will be an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, I want to give that to you guys. We move and we groove, and then with sound bath, and it's so rushed. So we're extending classes. They are going to be 75-minute sessions now on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Okay, so gentle flow with the sound bath. And then we are going to also add, like I said, meditations on Mondays, yoga nidra on Fridays. And what I'm excited about is that on July 10th, I'm going to be moving away from the Square platform and going to the Mind Body platform. And if you can't make it to class, you can go ahead and still access the class. It will be virtual, so you can purchase the class and it will be virtual. So you can move through each of these sessions, and when you have them, they are yours. So if you can't make yoga, they are all going to be recorded so that you will be able to do this at home, because we only allow 5 here. I want to reach you guys, and I need your help. I need you guys to share this. I need you guys to get it out there. Tell your friends that there are virtual options from a local. And I do have private sessions available as well. Okay, so that is all going to happen. And the sign up through Mind Body is going to be amazing. It's going to be so easy to do that. And then I want to give a little shout out to Miss Kennedy Walker. We have a local author. We have her books here. They're $12. You can get them in the shop. This is what we're reading right now for book club. Book club will be July 28th, Monday, July 28th at 6 p.m. Bring a bottle of wine. We have great discussion. Share community, share your wine, share all of the things that you're feeling. Miss Kennedy is going to be with us for a book signing and to discuss the book openly. So it's here in the shop. You guys come in and see me and get this. I bought this for my daughter while she was, because she's going to be tied up with the baby and she reads a lot. So I'm very, very, very excited to offer this and support a local author. So come in and see me on that. And with that, I want to bid you guys adieu. Look at me. I am just at 20 minutes. Next, that's what I was shooting for. We had some longer topics before. It is a great book. I haven't read it. I just kind of skimmed through it just because things were crazy. But next week will be part 2 of the series, She Who Remembers. It's reclaiming your voice. After speaking, after years of silence, speaking after years of silence. Sorry, could not get that out. Until then, I want you guys to keep listening. Please reach out to me. Keep softening. Keep remembering. And remember, vitality through vibration. That's what I'm here to offer you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I love you guys, my soul sisters. I think it was just us today, but it's okay. Share it with friends. I think it's a great way to get our voices heard, right, ladies? We have a lot to offer and we want to share. All right, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Take care. Bye.